Hello, this is Dirk Klempner, and this is my first Linux game review. I'm going to start out by reviewing my very first game, which is a beta testing game. I was approached by the developer for this game called Particles in a Reddit post, and I spoke with him, and he asked people to try it out, and I said I'd be willing to if he could add one simple change to the game, which was a reverse mouse setting. And he did that specifically because I said if he would do that, I would be happy to give him a full review of the game in a video. And so here we are. And I'm going to start out by showing you the website for the game. This is particles-the-game.com. Yeah, there, I could spit it out finally. The game is a first-person shooter, but it is not a normal first-person shooter. You play particles, basically little spinny balls of energy or orbs or whatever, and you are shooting at each other. And if you go to the website, you will see a place where you can watch a trailer. It gives you a little bit of information about the game, gives you some screenshots. It gives you the pictures of the one map that is available in the game. As you can see, it's basically 4 corner pieces and one large block in the center that holds some power-ups and things like that. And it tells you right now that it is a current beta version. There's only 2 different game modes, 1 map, but there are 8 different weapons you can use. So that's it. So that's the game website, and like I said, I will link to that in the description below. You can take a look. But as for now, let's take a look at the actual game, shall we? This is what you are presented with when you first start the game. It started me out on 1024 by 768 and good graphics qualities, and it was not windowed. And the reason it did this is because it was detecting my secondary monitor, which is to the right of this monitor over here, as the primary monitor for the display. And I cannot change that for some reason. It doesn't want to do it. The way my system is set up, this is the primary display, and the other one is the secondary. So what I end up having to do is select native resolution for my monitor. I cranked it all the way up to fantastic to see how it worked, and we turned on the FPS counter in Steam, which is where I'm launched this game from, so we'll be able to see how it is. I am going to start it windowed, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to say OK, and then I'm going to drag the window over from there, go here, and then I'm going to use full screen just by right-clicking on the window in my window manager and clicking full screen. As you noticed, Particles is a Unity game, and it's kind of minimalistic graphically. It looks good for what it is, but right now, like I said, it is beta, so we'll see how that looks in the future. I'm going to do a quick team deathmatch game, and I do have to change one thing and one thing only when I start the game because it does not save my settings. I need to reverse my mouse. So I'm going to choose a team. I'm just going to say purple, and I'm going to play, and I'm going to hit escape right away, and you'll see that the controls are very simple. You have movement, jumping, shooting, gravity jumping, and then a scoreboard. So I will invert the mouse, and I will say back, and we are going to start. And we start, and I'm going to just do this. All you do is you look at where you want to jump, boost, and you right-click, and you're there. And there's the other guy we have to kill, and I got him. So basically, you see how the game goes. And I could jump up here, and I could grab that. That will replenish my energy, which is the lower left, and my life, which is the lower right. And it's pretty simple from here on out. Now there are different types of weapons you can use. I just picked up the rapid fire one, which basically means I just hold down the button and shoot, and it will shoot, and it's really easy to kill stuff. I do have a couple of issues with the way that this is played so far, but sounds like there's a second one around here. Either that or the sound is off. It might be the sound off. The different weapons do different things. You do have weapons like what I call the jellyfish, which is if you shoot it, boom, you get a big jellyfish looking thing that shoots out. And oh, it got me. As you could tell, they're really slow moving and they're really big, so they're really rather difficult to dodge. You have to use your gravity boost a lot. Oh, got me again right away. You have to use your gravity boost a lot to get away from them. And it is not the easiest thing to get, but I'm going to gravity boost over to here, and then I'm going to gravity boost over to, I think, let's do it over to here. Let's go grab this one. And where are you guys? I'm going to kill you. And you have the jellyfish, so you killed me. So as you can see, it said I had, I think, 2 lives left. Where's this guy? Now he's got the jellyfish, and they shoot very slowly. There you go. And the jellyfish are not that easy to do, but I'm going to gravity boost over to there, and I will grab a jellyfish myself. Where are you? There you go. And I'm going to shoot it down there and hopefully get that guy. And I got killed by a jellyfish. So let's go look for a different weapon really quick, shall we? Let's see what other weapons we have available. Over here we have some sort of a lightning rod type thing. And I don't see any of these guys. Oh, there's somebody down here. And I got to jump away from him. And I killed him. So there you go. And you'll notice that there are different types of weapons, like I said. Let's see what this one does. Let me go zoop over here, grab this one. And if I hold the left mouse button, oh, it's kind of like a... Oh, look at that. It's even got like a... It's almost like a rail gun from Quake, huh? That's kind of interesting. I like the way that works. You have these power-ups that you can use to replenish your health and such. I got him. Where's the other guy? I hear him. And these things don't seem to work very well. But now I'm kind of curious because I don't know how the lives in this game work, but I know that it comes down to you have a certain number of lives that you can use. And what I'm going to do, I think, is I'm going to let this guy kill me. I think it's you have a certain number of lives per level. And as the waves go on, it gets more and more difficult. You have more bots per level that you have to deal with. Obviously, this can get pretty boring pretty quickly. This is about the 3rd or 4th time I played the game. And the game can be pretty drastically annoying when there's only one map. And it's a pretty simplistic map. And it seems to be pretty... I want to say... See, 3 deaths left. So I had 4. Now I have 3. It seems to be pretty... I don't know, just repetitious because the map never changes. It's a neat idea. You can basically use anything as the base where your gravity pushes down. Like he's on the ceiling there. I can say if I want to go make that the base of my gravity, all I do is right click on that and now I'm looking up at that. I could do the same. I can go back. I gotta wait for my energy to build up, but I could do it on the base of these different platforms. Holding the left mouse button is rapid fire this. I could do it. There you go. He killed me, and I have a last death left. But basically what happens is, after you die a certain number of times on a level, you are basically kind of stuck. That's the game for you. You don't get anything else out of it. So I'm going to let this guy kill me. And why is... doing a really bad job. There we go. And so that's it. That's the game. Overall, it's an interesting game. It's a really interesting idea as well, based on the fact that you get to basically jump around and use almost any part of the game, any part of the map as... I'm going to go back to that again. Let me go back to the website really quick. You could use almost any part of the map to stay on and fight on. The problem is, though, that doing so, when you don't have more than one map, well, it kind of... Yeah, Particles the game. It kind of makes it a little too repetitious. And that's something, obviously, that would be addressed in later versions, not a beta version. The weapons, I have a problem with the way that the weapons work, only in the sense is that they seem to move fairly slow. Now, the jellyfish weapon, obviously, I think it has to move slow. It's a very large attack. It moves very slowly, and you should be able to get out of the way if possible. But if you expend all your energy or your gravity boosts or shooting or whatever, you don't have the ability to shoot another one to get out of the way, then basically you're dead as it is. And that's the one advantage to it. The other weapons, though, I don't like the way that it takes time for the particles to move across the board to shoot at your enemies. I wish it were a little bit faster, kind of like what that railgun, that beam weapon that was constant was doing. But that could be tweaked just a little bit. Overall, the game is quite interesting because of the fact that you have the ability to jump around and move around and use any surface as basically a base of gravity, and you can look around and do this and that. Targets are a little bit small for the size of the weapons too, the size of the bullets and everything like that. They probably need to be a little bit larger, but it seems like a promising game. And since it runs in Unity, it looks like it will also be cross-platform. I'd love to try this multiplayer with real other players and not just against bots, but again, that's probably not going to be something that's going to be done in early access beta type of a game. And hopefully in the near future he'll have that out and enough people trying it out that he could try the game like that. So thanks for watching. Overall, I'd say good game. Needs work, obviously. Great idea. Really cool concept, especially like the gravity assists. But right now, it's more potential than it has going for it. And if it can reach that potential, which it probably will in later versions, then it's probably going to be one of those games where people are going to enjoy playing it as much as they might enjoy playing Quake Live, Team Fortress 2, CSGO, those types of multiplayer, just shoot 'em ups. It's just a slightly different idea. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.